All right, it's recording, okay? All right. So the first question that was asked was, according to Beer, why was Tinberg's work criticized? And from what I was reading and what I understood was that he teamed with Lorenz, and basically they believed in something called the classical ethology, which was basically believing in whether an animal learned things through instinct or innate, which was learned. Learned or instinct. Yeah, learned, yeah. And basically, the harsher critical views came from scholars mostly, two, which was Lerman and Schneerle, which Lerman worked with birds and Schneerle worked with ants, but they shared the typical American stress on the roles of experience and behavioral development. And they, from what I was reading, they believed in like the aspect of psychology, and that's how they try to portray it. But because the classical ethology didn't take it in that sense and was practicing in their own way, um, that's why the critics didn't like that, which was Lerman and Sneerle.
So before we talk about the what did Timbergen do about the criticism? So basically, I'm just gonna add to what he said. He was being criticized because he said we react to what goes in the to what goes on in the environment instead of like reacting on like our own free will. So what did he do about the criticism? The first thing he did was he stayed away from the criticism and stayed focused on sharing his beliefs. So he basically just stayed focused like how people should do. If you're getting criticized about how you work or something, you just do what you gotta do and stick to your beliefs pretty much. Then he also went on to write more books, and then he made like some nature films. Some of the books he wrote about were like some children's books, like The Tale of John Stickle and Cleo. So also he had the documentary called Signal for Survival, which was broadcast on like English televisions, and he also received an award actually
Mhm.
um for the New York Festival Blue Ribbon, both for writing with Hugh Focus. The next slide.
Yeah.
So the current state of his four questions, I believe till today, till 2013 actually, Tinbergen collaborated with Lawrence in some trademark experiments in 1937. I think that's the one of also the part where Lawrence was with the duck, like the imitation. Then they also developed many ideas that later became foundations of ethology, contributed on aims and methods of ethology. Also, on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of Tinbergen in 1963, two additional publications shed more light on the four questions and their historical context. So basically, I think the current state of his four questions is like it's just been like expanded and just like emphasized them, but the foundation has been laid by Timbergen. So we're still following the four principles of what is stated from day one. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And,
These are the two reference pages that we use.
and it was pretty helpful.